Welcome everybody to What's the 411? This is the place that brings you news, observation, interpretation, and news commentary. Let's get it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to What's the 411 News. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to get on the email list just in case, these platforms want to remove you or delete you because they don't want you to know what you need to know, I guess you could say, or want to know. And so, the shadow ban continues. So be sure to tell everybody about the channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to give a thumbs up to let us know you was in here. All right. And then so with that being said, we are talking about there's two young Haitian women getting checked by foundational Black American men. It looks like this was a talk show of theirs, online. And before we get into the video for you guys to see, there seems to be this thing that's been going on for quite a while. And people claim it's a back and forth thing. When it comes to Black American, what might be known as Native Black American people, or also foundational Black American people, or also descendants of American slaves, or some say slavery. There seems to be this issue between Black immigrants who come here and Black immigrants who are born in America, but they're still linked. Some of them are, there's names that they get called like anchor babies because they're anchored on to their immigrant parents, which will still make them immigrant. They're just born in America. All right. There's a lot to be said. There's a lot that's been said about this. And there's just been this thing. One of the things that's been said is that you find that these immigrants, whether they're born in America, but they have immigrant parents, or those who come from immigrant countries, outside of being in the United States, in America, there's been this thing where they keep saying that Black Americans have no culture at all. They have no culture. And maybe I'm going to kind of dive into that a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to show you this video. But just to kind of set the stage a little bit. Yeah, there's been one of the things that's been said is that Black Americans have no culture. Another thing that's been put out there and it's been debunked several times is how they were saying that Jamaicans created hip hop, which that is untrue. It's been debunked. There's some audio that's out there. It's probably in the form of a video where Busta Rhymes was even saying, he was claiming Jamaicans created this and the Latinos were on board as well. And again, this, like I said, this has been debunked in so many types of ways. And there's so many questions you can ask people like Busta Rhymes and those who co-sign that argument or co-sign that line, or what they're saying about about Jamaicans and maybe Latinos creating hip hop. There's so many questions you can pose to them. It's ridiculous. And again, it's been debunked. Now, I don't know about this brother's channel, but I think he's Dwayne B. I think he has a YouTube channel. He does history on music, and he's debunked this. I think that's the name of his channel. Dwayne B is DWANN and then the letter B, I think. I haven't actually seen his channel or checked it out, but I have heard him speak on Twitter Spaces before. And again, that's been debunked. And Black Americans created so much music, and as a matter of fact, created a lot of different cultures. Now you have a situation where, and this was another issue, and I kind of addressed this on my podcast show. You guys can go to that channel on YouTube, Thoughts of the Week podcast. I kind of tackled that, touched on that a little bit. And when I looked into Dr. Claude Anderson's book, I kind of read it and went through that. When it comes to Native Americans, you have Black people that were enslaved, forced to be brought over to a country. So that doesn't make you an immigrant, because an immigrant is somebody who chooses to come over, not that you were forced to come over. And I break that down in that podcast show. So again, you guys can go to Thoughts of the Week podcast and you can check that out. I forget, I might have done that a year or two ago or better. But they were forced over, all right, to a country they knew nothing about, and had all of their stuff stripped away from them. Their language, their way of doing things, so on and so forth. And it's said through research that not a lot of people were brought over to America. A lot of them were dropped off in Brazil, but there were some that were brought over to the what is known as the United States today. And also, there was said that to be there were black people already in America when certain explorers and people came over here. They seen these dark-skinned people already here, and they're not the Indians that you might think of today with the look that they look white, like white people. They weren't the Mongolian type of Indians. They were dark-skinned black people that were already in America. So what you had was the people who were already here and the people who were brought over here. They mixed in together. I guess they seen each other like, oh, yo, we got to look out for each other. That type of mindset. All right. What I just said, we got to look out for each other. So they intermingled, and then you have a race of Black Americans that have come from people today came from those groups. And you have a high percentage of the Black people that you see today are from that lineage. All right. Of course, you got some Black immigrants that came over, so on and so forth. But a high percentage of people, of the 40 million Black people that you see or know of today, 40 million or better, come from that lineage. All right. And within that lineage, you had inventors that still people use things to this day. About 85% of the inventions were created by Black people from America. And a lot of those inventions are still being utilized today. That's culture. The music that was created, that's culture from Black Americans. All right. I'm saying this because I'm gonna play this video and you're gonna see how goofy some folks look and how goofy they speak. And also the foods. So we have so many things that we created after being stripped from our cultural backgrounds. We merged with other Black people that were here, the slaves that were brought here, forced to be here, not agreed to come over, forced, and mixed in with the Black people who are here. Some say they're Black Indians, and mixed with the Black folks that were here, and created a new generation of people. Those are the Black Americans, the foundational Black Americans, or like Dr. Claude Anderson calls it, Native Black Americans. And I forget the brother's name. There's another older man who also coined the term about descendants of American slaves. So all those terms can be interchangeable with each other. And we created different cultures. We created different types of foods. All right. There's I don't know if it's a commercial. I think it's an actual cooking show. I don't know if I have that video. I don't have it right now to show you, but this it was a clip of an episode where this white man, I guess he's like the host of the show. He's supposed to be the cook or whatever, the greatest, whatever, I don't know. And there was this Korean woman, and I guess they were making fried chicken. So the Korean woman was like, some of y'all probably seen this video, know what I'm talking about. The Korean woman was like, yeah, our fried chicken is the best. And the white man told him, you know where y'all got that from? Y'all got that from Black American soldiers, Black male American soldiers who taught the Koreans how to create that fried chicken. So she was out there bragging as if they knew they had this recipe. She said, no, the soldiers from America, the Black American men, soldiers came over there from America and was over there in Korea, taught y'all how to create that fried chicken. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it right there, and I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and we'll come back for some commentary. All right. So with that being said, let's hit the video. Check it out.
No, I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture.
You rolling.
I need somebody with some culture.
Americans don't have culture.
Y'all got culture?
We got the culture. We are the culture.
Who the culture?
We are the culture. Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on. We not
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won the
American. We're not gonna use the word American.
Yeah, Black Americans.
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
fine,
We are the
but listen,
culture.
1804, I'm the reason why you have your independence.
That's the part I hate about
Haitians was the
Caribbean
first
people, though.
free independent country. First black free independent.
That ain't got nothing to do with. That don't got nothing to do with America.
That's nice. I'm just letting you know the reason why y'all have y'all independence.
Y'all coming over here because of us, because of the hard work that Black
First of
Americans
all,
did.
you know Haiti is like in debt for 1 trillion years because
You know
they've been
why?
paying?
Because the French owe us how much?
So y'all got
No,
your
y'all
independence
been
for what?
paying.
What?
Wait, when you say Haiti's the reason.
All right, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna play it again for you. Just listen to how she's talking, and she doesn't give any. She's talking in generalities, is what I'm saying, right? She's speaking in generalities. Let me see if I could do something real quick because the way I have this video is just gonna play through. I don't have the ability to kind of stop it midways and kind of break stuff down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can upload this video here. And yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And then that way we can kind of break this down line for line in real time. All right. But you've seen how goofy she was sounding already. But there's a bigger thing here. You in the very beginning, she was acting like, nah, she can't mess with no Black American men. Y'all have no culture. This is how a lot of these folks think. But then you have other people who go around and say, oh, why y'all being like that? And we should all be one. You can't be one. You get it? Be one. Be one. You can't be one. Everybody wants to be on this Pan-Africanism tip where all Black people should be together, but you can't because you have a lot of these folks like her that think the way they think. How are you going to be together with somebody like that who doesn't even do their homework to know about culture? Now, I'm going to shout out to the brothers who are checking them, and you'll get to see that here in a moment. But I appreciate them standing up for Black Americans, but also they need to get some more detailed information as well so they can really bust people out when they be saying stuff. They can really bring some details to it. But nonetheless, they stood their ground on that and checked them. And you can see how goofy that they would start acting and behaving.
Black Americans got.
All right. There's always an issue, man, when it comes to this thing. I'm gonna play the other video through real quick, and we'll see if we can come back to it. I might just have to break it down this way. So let's watch it again.
No. I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture.
You rolling.
I need somebody with some culture.
Americans don't have culture.
Y'all got culture?
We got the culture. We are the culture.
Who the culture?
We are the culture. Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on. We not
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won the
American. We're not gonna use the word American.
Yeah, Black Americans.
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
fine,
We are
but
the
listen,
culture.
1804, I'm the reason why you have your independence.
That's the part I hate about
Haitians was the
Caribbean
first
people, though.
free independent country. First black free
All
independent
she can do is say 1804, 1804, but she didn't even know the details
The reason
herself.
why y'all have your independence.
Y'all coming over here because of us, because of the hard work that Black
First of
Americans
all,
did.
you know Haiti is like in debt for 1 trillion years because
You
they've
know
been
why?
paying.
Because the French owe us how much?
So y'all got
No,
your
y'all
independence
been
for what?
paying.
What?
Wait, when you say Haiti's the reason Americans got their independence, what do you mean by that?
How they gonna cook me for that?
What do you
Learn
mean by
that
that?
history.
Y'all gotta cut that
We
out.
won.
African Americans are free?
I'm not saying that we set the revolution. The reason we were the first independent free country.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about y'all, bro.
By
Look at
paying-
Brighton.
No,
Look
no,
at Brighton.
no.
Are you crazy?
No, but by paying Britain, what?
I'm talking about we set the thing. We the one that said it. 1804. We was the first free
y'all have-
independent Caribbean country.
I'm not gonna go.
We the one that
into-
said it. We
Well,
set the
what that gotta
thing.
do with
We set the
America?
thing.
We said it, and then y'all followed.
Y'all said it for yourselves, not for
We
no
said
black
it, and then y'all followed.
And we set the stage for y'all immigrants to come over here and profit off
So
of
you're
America.
saying that.
And you're mad that we came to.
No,
it's a
I'm not
profit.
mad. I'm not
I don't-
mad. I'm
don't
telling you
hate
what
on
black.
nobody's hustle.
I'm telling you what black culture provided for you and your family.
How that provided for me and my
Because
family?
we set the
'Cause you
standard.
came here.
I did.
We set the
Who
standard.
came here? I didn't come here.
You
Your
here right
family
now?
did?
My family came here.
And you're here
And
now.
they made their money and they went right back to Haiti.
See how goofy she
what's
So why you
sound?
ain't go right back to Haiti?
Because why would I come back to Haiti? I'm Gucci where I'm at.
Where your parents live?
They're here.
What?
And they doing the float.
How's that
on
going right
Labor
back to
Day.
Haiti? That ain't going right back to Haiti. They still
On Labor
there.
Day? It ain't been on Labor Day.
All right, you see how goofy she sound? 1804, we set the thing. We set the thing. And y'all followed. 1804. She know no details about her own people. 1804, we set the thing. We said it. And you see how they kind of backtrack when I guess the dude who was outside of the camera view was like, yo, you want to get cooked for that comment. Cook for what? Cook for what? And then the dude was like, y'all the reason why black Americans well, no, but not that, but we 1804, we set the thing, we said it, we set the thing, we said that. And then the brothers was, getting back on them, putting in that work. Now I would add to what the brother was saying. He said that they're the reason why, or black Americans, us, myself included as a black American, are the reason why our ancestors put in that work to make it possible for black immigrants to be here in the United States, to be able to prosper. Okay, because there were also white people that did not want any black immigrants coming over here. And black Americans, my ancestors, fought so black immigrants can come over. They went into the government systems, make sure they pass certain things so black immigrants can come over here, with the thinking of that once black immigrants was going to come over here, they're thinking, yeah, we're going to have more numbers and we all going to get together. And as you see through their offsprings, their mindsets wasn't like that. You might have some black immigrants who know what's up. I think I've said this before. You have some black immigrants who know what's up. They know the history of the black Americans and what they did, how they fought. Black Americans fought in every war that America has ever had, been the most patriotic than any race of people that came over here come over here. And yet you still get folks like her. And, if she think that way, her parents think that way. And so you have a situation where you have a lot of these immigrants who are born American on American soil, and then their parents came from another country, and they have all this greasy talk and hate. But if you let them tell it, they'll say we're the one that's hating. But this is why we pull out receipts, so people can't deny this. There was another incident that happened just a few weeks ago where this Nigerian guy was on Twitter and making real greasy comments about black people. And he'd been doing this for a lot of his posts. His most recent one was about Clarence Thomas, but the way he worded it, he was saying y'all people, and we all know what that meant. He said, I wish the Klan would have got him in all y'all people, meaning black Americans. Right. So he got checked. As a matter of fact, it was found out he was employed at Pace University. So a lot of us, myself included, tweeted Pace University like, yo, and we found out his real name, and people call Pace University, and he lives in New York, and some people from New York actually went out to look for him, went out to see him. And once he actually came in on a few live Twitter spaces, because people wanted to talk to him like, yo, what's going on? You need to get rid of those posts. And he refused to remove them. But once we got in touch with Pace University and they let us know that he hasn't worked there in a while and they would not tolerate a mindset such as his, he's found out that we weren't playing. And he since removed his tweets, or some of them anyway. And I think he still has some up there. And he even responded back, letting them, his own form of apology and so on and so forth. All right. So it's just a thing to let Black immigrants know you're not going to come over here and talk crazy and act crazy and say we ain't got a culture. We have a very big culture. I explained it. Like I said, you guys can check out my podcast episode if you would like. I might do another one again and kind of bring that same thing back. But we have a culture. We've been had a culture. Everybody has a culture. But as you let this girl tell it, oh, I can't date y'all. Yeah, I don't have no culture. And another funny thing is that when she mentioned that when the guy said, well, yeah, y'all owe like 100 or something trillions of dollars. And you know why? Because of France, blah, blah, blah. She didn't even know what she was talking about. I'm gonna play it again. She didn't know what she was talking about. She sounded goofy. And then the whole thing was, I think one of them was mentioning it, but I think you wouldn't be able to catch it. Is that something to be proud of, to say that these countries pressed y'all to make Haiti pay money back to y'all, and now the country's in the condition it's in. If y'all supposed to be so great, Haitians, and you supposed to be so bad to the bone, and y'all this and y'all that, why aren't y'all building up Haiti? And then she said, nah. When he was like, well, how come you ain't going back then? Just like the dude said, no, I'm here. I'm staying here. I'm Gucci. Oh, why? Because it's pretty good for you, huh? The Black Americans looked out and make sure it'd be pretty good for you because you Gucci now. You don't want to leave. Then she made herself look real silly by saying her parents came here and then they left, but then saying her parents are still here. Y'all got to do better. And for all the Black immigrants, whether you Haitian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Tobago, Bahamas, and that's another thing about Bahamian. There's another video. I don't have that, but it's another video I've seen, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But in regards to that, Uncle Luke, some of y'all know him as Uncle Luke, Luke Skywalker, Luther Campbell, or Luke Campbell from the 2 Live crew. He got on Twitter Space Live and made some comments that was off kilter as well. And I told you about the Busta Rhymes comments claiming that Jamaicans made hip hop. That has been debunked. You can go back to the 1920s and 1930s where you had American blacks were doing songs in rhyme form. So I don't know where he got that from. What you gotta do is do your research. But Luke made some comments as well, and a lot of people were checking him. He was saying something about who built Florida up or something to that effect. Some crazy, and not only that, some other stuff as well. Some little nonsense. It's crazy. And so, but this is the mindset of a lot of Black immigrants, whether they born here as a born immigrant American or they're coming from other places. But again, you have some people who was like, well, I'm not into that. I'd rather we all be one. That's cool in an ideal society. That would be cool that all Black people from all over the globe was just that tight that you can't, you're not going to stop us with anything. We could take over the government, not in the sense of force and all that craziness, killing and all that, but just be able to take over government, do what we need to do, make lives really good for us, and then other people will benefit from that. But you can't be Pan-African when you got a lot of these defectors that got stuff to say like she has. And there's a lot of them, especially all over Twitter and other platforms too, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. A lot of greasy stuff to say. But then there's some that I can't deny that. There are some immigrants who know what's up. They looking out. They appreciate what we did. They're standing by what we're looking for as far as reparations. And the same thing about them. Wherever countries they came from, whatever, slavery was involved with them, go on and get your reparations from them. Just like I reported here about the Jamaicans was looking at getting their reparations. You don't see Black Americans hating on them and saying, well, we need to get some of that money too. But you got a lot of them coming here and trying to find a way where they can finagle their way to get reparations in America. And they have no connection to anybody being enslaved in America. These are the things that's going on that you might not be aware of. These are the news stories that, nobody's telling you about. Not saying nobody. The new Black media is telling you about it, but other media outlets are not. All right. So I'm going to play this one more time and we're going to get out of here. And with, just kind of telling you all that, now you can kind of see what's what. All right. So let's check it out one more time.
No. I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture.
You rolling.
I need somebody with some culture.
Americans don't have culture.
Y'all got culture?
We got the culture. We are the culture.
Yeah.
Who the culture?
We are the culture.
That's
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on. We not
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won my
American. We're not gonna use the word American.
Yeah, Black Americans.
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
fine,
are the
but listen,
culture.
1804, I'm the reason why you have your
I hate.
independence.
That's the part I hate about
Haitians was the
Caribbean
first
people, though.
free independent country. First black free independent.
That ain't got nothing to do with. That don't got nothing to do with America.
That's nice. I'm just letting you know the reason why y'all have y'all independence.
Y'all coming over here because of us, because of the hard work that Black
First
Americans
of all,
did.
you know Haiti
Whoa.
is like in debt for 1 trillion years because
You know
they've been
why?
paying?
Because the French owe us how much?
So y'all got
No,
your
y'all
independence
been
for what?
paying.
What?
Wait, when you say Haiti's the reason Americans got their independence, what do you mean by that?
How they gonna cook me for that?
What do you
Learn
mean by
your
that?
history.
Y'all gotta cut that
We
out.
won.
African Americans are free?
I'm not saying that we set the revolution. The reason we were the first.
She had no answer for that.
I give a fuck about y'all, bro.
My
Look at
pay-
Quentin. Look
No,
at
no.
She had no answer for that. Dude asked a specific question like, you saying that because of y'all, we got our independence? And it was all fumble. And 1804. She don't know no details about 1804. None. She knows none about 1804. All she can do is 1804, y'all, 1804. We the one that said it. We said it. And then she, like I said, she backtracked and said, well, no, it's not the reason why y'all. I mean, no. She said, oh, no, y'all got culture, but you see what I'm saying? She made a statement first. Y'all ain't got no culture. But wait a minute. When she seen she was getting checked by everybody, well, y'all got a culture. Y'all got a culture. But it's not like we 1804. For all of you Black folks who, whether you're a Black immigrant or some of you Black Americans think this way as well, let's be realist. It can't be an all Black people together thing because you have people like her that think the way they do. So how are we all gonna be together when you still have people that have that mindset? It probably will never happen. So be more realistic. I know you want to have an idealistic mindset. You want to wish people all thought like you, but you see, not everybody thinks like you. And that's the proof right there, proof in the pudding. Not all Black people want to be with all Black people, and they have something slick to say. All right, I'm gonna play it again in full. I see we have somebody else is coming in, checking us out. Appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the thumbs up button. Just let me know you was in here. That always helps with the algorithms. And be sure to get on the email list. It should be a link in the description. If not, I'll add it to there. Just in case, some of these platforms like to remove folks. Because when you're giving them the real, they want to mess up the info so you don't get it. And we are the new Black media, and we giving it to you raw and uncut. All right. So with that being said, let me play this video one more time in this full. I'll try not to stop it and cut in. You can just play the video back. All right. Let's check it out.
No. I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture.
Keep rolling.
I need somebody with some culture.
Americans don't have culture.
I got culture.
We got the culture. We are the culture.
yeah.
Who the culture?
We are the culture.
That's
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on. We not
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won my
American. We're not gonna use the word American.
Yeah, Black Americans.
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
fine,
are the
but listen,
culture.
1804, I'm the reason why you have your independence.
That's the part I hate about
Haitians was the
Caribbean
first
people, though.
free independent country. First black free independent
That ain't got nothing to do with. That don't got nothing to do with America.
That's nice. I'm just letting you know the reason why y'all have y'all independence.
Y'all coming over here because of us, because of the hard work that Black
First of
Americans
all,
did.
you know Haiti
Whoa.
is like in debt for 1 trillion years because
You know
they've been
why?
paying?
Because the French owe us how much?
So y'all got
no,
your
y'all
independence
been
for what?
paying.
What?
Wait, when you say Haiti's the reason Americans got their independence, what do you mean by that?
How they gonna cook me for that?
What do you
Learn
mean by
your
that?
history.
Y'all gotta cut that
We
out.
won.
African Americans are free?
I'm not saying that we set the revolution. The reason we were the first independent free country.
Ain't
Are
nobody
you
give a
crazy?
fuck about y'all, bro.
By
Look at him
paying-
pointing. Look
No,
at
no.
him pointing.
No.
Are you crazy?
No, but by paying Britain, what?
I'm talking about we set the thing. We the one that set it. 1804. We was the first free
y'all have-
independent Caribbean country.
I'm not gonna go in depth with
Are you
that, but
crazy?
y'all have.
But what that got to do with America?
African Americans. Though.
We said it, and then y'all followed.
Y'all said it for yourselves, not for
we
no
said
Black
it, and then y'all
Americans.
followed.
And we set the stage for y'all immigrants to come over here and profit off of America.
You saying that?
And you're mad that we came to. Oh,
No,
it's a
I'm not
profit?
mad. I'm not
I
mad.
don't-
I'm
don't
telling you
hate
what
on
black.
nobody's hustle.
I'm telling you what Black culture provided for you and your family.
How that provided for me and my
Because
family?
we set the
'Cause you
standard.
came here.
I know.
We set the
Who
standard.
came here? I didn't come here.
You
Your
here right
family
now?
did?
My family came here.
And you're here
And
now.
they made their money and they went right back to Haiti. So what's up?
So why you ain't go right back to Haiti?
Because why would I come back to Haiti? I'm Gucci where I'm at.
Where your parents live?
They're here.
What?
And they doing the flow.
How's that going
on
right
Labor
back to
Day.
Haiti? That ain't going right back to Haiti. They still
On Labor
there.
Day? It ain't been on Labor Day.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you see how goofy she sounds, right? And you see how she started backpedaling on some of her comments. So with that being said, I'm not going to go any further or drag this along. Hopefully I made my points. I showed you the video, gave you the receipts, gave you the invoices, gave you exhibit A through Z, if you will. And you can make up your mind on what you think. Like I said, Black folks, whether you are Black American, because some of y'all Black Americans still thinking on that Pan-African tip, and some of your Black immigrants are thinking on, let's be all Pan-Africanists, let's be all one. Let's be realistic. Let's think realistically. When you have people like her and others, not saying all immigrants are like that. Some of them know, like I said, if I say it a bunch of times, there's some Black immigrants that know what time it is. They rock with Black Americans. They know what Black Americans did. I think I already spoke about in some previous news shows where there was a some type of show in Africa. It was 3 Black African women. I think one was Nigerian, or maybe 1 or 2 of them were, and the third, I forget where she was from, but all from Africa. And one of the women said straight out, I think she was the Nigerian one. She said, yeah, my parents used to tell me and my brothers and sisters that Black people are no good in America, don't blah, 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 blah. And she said she found out all the stuff Black Americans did to make it possible for Black immigrants to come to America. And she let them other 2 women know, like, nah, that's not how I think. That's what my parents are telling me. I know what they did. And I appreciate blah, 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 blah. With her accent, her Nigerian accent, she knew what was up. The one in the second one, she was kind of in and out, like on the fence, like she agreed with some things. And then the third one was just like a goofy. She was just couldn't believe what the Nigerian girl was saying. Like she didn't know that, she couldn't believe that was true. But the Nigerian girl or woman, whoever they, whatever show they had in Africa, she was like, nope, Black Americans did a whole bunch for us to be able to even come over there. And I found out X, Y, and Z, and I realized my parents was dead wrong. So there are some who know what time it is, but all of y'all need to know what time it is. Y'all need to all get in line. But like I said, you got to think realistically. And unfortunately, there are those that think like this chick who didn't fix her shirt and had the little pad sticking out from inside her, I don't know, is that supposed to be her bra or something on camera? Just I know y'all seen that. Y'all noticed that. On top of the goofy stuff she was saying. But yeah, there you go, man. There you have it. We don't have the problem with other folks. They have the problem with us, with Black Americans. Like I said before, Jamaicans, I did a story on the Jamaicans trying to go out and pursue their reparations as well. I didn't say nothing bad about it. And I haven't heard anybody else hate on them trying to get that. But you have a lot of immigrants who come here and try to tell us that we don't need reparations. There's video on that. Different immigrants saying we don't need reparations, or what y'all gonna do with the money if y'all get it. But we don't say that about anybody else. All right. So we're gonna keep it on a realistic tip. Let me see before we get out of here. We got a comment in here. Let's see what you talking about. I'm not even gonna post that up. Doesn't it make sense? Oh, okay. I'll put it up there. I know what you're saying. I get it. I think I get it. There you go. You might be talking about the girls up there looking like drag queens. I get you. All right, Phantom Beat. I see where you're coming from. At least that's what I'm gathering from, and I see you. Yeah, I guess you could say they kind of looking like that. But you know, nonetheless, it's unfortunate that's how they think. But you can't get anywhere in this big old black coalition and everybody's B1 because some of them are B none. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. Yeah, 100. There you go. Appreciate you. So with that being said, please subscribe to the channel. Tell the people about the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you've been up in here. And we'll be back shortly with another news story, man. All right. This is What's the 411? Also known as WT4 News. What's the 411 News? WT4 News. And we out of here. Peace. Welcome everybody to What's the 411? This is the place that brings you news, observation, interpretation, and news commentary. Let's get it.